These days, it's like you can't even enjoy life without having to wonder if today will be your last day or not. You can't even go out and enjoy yourself without wondering whether you're gonna dodge a bullet or whether you have ops or whatever the case may be. Because these days you could be an innocent bystander and get hit with a stray bullet still. Or you can just have something that someone else don't have and they want, so they decide they want to take it from you by any means necessary. Or you could just be living your best life and that is enough to have people jealous enough to do something to you just because. Well, in this case, can you imagine celebrating and looking full of life 1 minute, to next minute your friends are wondering if you're going to survive, to the next those same friends who were just with you posting RIPs in their stories. Well, that has been the case for a Harlem native by the name of Brian Scott, aka Bay Esco, aka Pizza Man, aka Everything Is All Vibe. Friend described him as a hustler and family described him as a person that everyone loved due to him and his funny and energetic persona that just lit up every room that he stepped in. Down to the time he passed away, he could be seen enjoying himself in the only way he knew how. Flashy, fly, and just being himself. According to close friends, he was celebrating his birthday, but also was shooting a music video as he was a rapper as well, and chaos would break out. Esco was only 32 years old and was shot and unalive literally just hours after turning 32. He didn't even get to enjoy being 32 for too long, as people who was there to enjoy his birthday and celebrate his life was only able to do so for a short period of time. The crazy part about that is that according to statistics and data showing shootings across New York City, his death was marked as the first death of this year in the area of the 34th precinct, which fortunately but unfortunately isn't a bad look for that area. However, just last year in 2025, that same area only had about 3 homicides according to data, which just goes to show that it's not used to many homicides going on, judging from other areas such as the 32nd precinct area located in northern Harlem near the Polo Grounds around 137th Street, where last year they had the highest number of homicides in the Harlem area with 9 homicides recorded. The area remains a primary focus for concentrated gun violence intervention programs for the youth and other participants, where the government focuses on decreasing the gun violence in that area. We're going to get into what transpired with Esco, aka Pizza Man, and who he was, but in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now, where you could be getting paid literally just for playing games while this video play in the background at the same time. Only difference is the increase in your bank account. Now, I'm not saying you'll get rich, but I am saying that you could easily make something while doing nothing except for sitting on the couch playing games if you download the app Free Cash. Tap or click the link I pinned in the comment section or scan the QR code that I put right here on the screen. Also, if you use my link right now, they give you a little something to start off with just for signing up. So if you want a little Uber Eats or something to snack on and don't feel like dipping into your own wallet, play a few games so you don't have to spend your own ends. Now let's get back to the video. Bay Esco, celebrating his 32nd birthday, would be shot and unalived according to police reports. There weren't much details on what took place, but here's what a New York-based article referring to not only that incident, but another one that took place not too far from where Esco was originally shot. An AM New York article would state, quote, "Authorities are investigating after 2 men were shot, one fatally in 2 separate incidents in Inwood on Sunday mere hours apart." According to police sources, the first incident unfolded at around 1 a.m. on 207th Street and Familiar Avenue. Cops from the 34th precinct received a report of gunfire and rushed to the scene to discover a 23-year-old man with a gunshot wound to the neck. EMS rushed him to Harlem Hospital, where he remains in critical condition. Just hours later, at approximately 4:25 a.m., cops from the 34th precinct received a report of gunfire, this time just blocks away on 207th Street and 9th Avenue. When officers arrived, they found a 32-year-old man with a gunshot wound to the chest. He was also rushed to Harlem Hospital in critical condition, where he later passed away of his injuries. He had been identified as Brian Scott of East Harlem. Police did not immediately have a motive for the shootings or suspect descriptions. Detectives are probing how and if the 2 incidents are related. Up until June 21st, the confines of the 34th precinct had seen a 25% drop in shooting incidents, compared to 2025. No arrests have been made in either of Sunday's shootings. Now, one of the biggest questions people were asking in this case is why was he taken so far to seek medical attention when the ambulance had to go past another hospital just to get him to Harlem Hospital? One user that responded to a post that a blog by the name of Chase Millie Run the City did concerning this incident would ask, quote, "I heard about this story. Rest in peace to that man. But my question is, if he's all the way on 207th, why the hell did they take him all the way to Harlem Hospital? That's just wild to me and unnecessary." Another user with a similar question would state, quote, "Why they drove from 207th to 135th? Another user would state, quote, "Why was he taken so far from the place of the shooting to be taken to a hospital where there's enough hospitals to take him to around the area he was found in? Make it make sense. He could have been saved. May he rest in peace." Now they do have a point, right? But another user explained it to the T, and they will respond by saying, quote, "Trauma units is in Harlem Hospital and a few others, but Harlem Hospital the closest." Now, if you know anything about Harlem or just New York period, because it's set up like this in all the boroughs from what I've observed, everyone's always asking why victims, depending on their injuries, are taken to further hospitals than others, especially when there's one right there. However, the reason is because certain hospitals don't have a trauma unit inside for a victim to be treated. So depending on where you are, if you do suffer a certain type of injury, there's chances that you could lose your life due to lack of help and efficient time because you're being taken somewhere where you could properly be attended to. But that means you have to wait longer. If you are a stabbing victim or a gunshot victim, unfortunately there's a chance that you may bleed out because you can't be treated properly due to a trauma center not being close to the crime scene. And honestly, there's a lot of people that have lost their life specifically due to this situation, whereas if a trauma center was close, they would still be here. Now, my suggestion in a case like this is that as people, a protest or something getting in government involved should be done to get trauma centers in areas that have known crimes that have proven to have needed such treatment. Else not, the same results will continue to happen and more people will end up losing their lives, not from the crime itself, but from the lack of treatment. Now, when it comes to the shooting of Esco, there haven't been any suspects identified or charged, and whether people who was there knew who did what, I doubt they're going to say anything. But getting shot in your chest will have to mean that whoever did it was somewhat close, and being 4 in the morning would also mean that it was fairly light outside for people to see what happened. And judging from friends closest to Esco and what they posted on social media, they don't want sympathy. One user would take to the story as they would state, quote, "We never asked nobody to pick a side. We know who with us, and on that note, stay exactly where y'all been. We ain't looking for no sympathy." Another person would state, quote, "Guess you had them ninjas nervous. You know why I really rock with you, cause you never chose sides. It never mattered that he was your bro first. Right was right and wrong was wrong, and you kept it 100 with us both. I will miss you forever. Rest up, bro. Pizza man for life." Then in the post made by Chase Millie, someone would state, quote, "This is just the beginning. People coming from all over the party in Dykeman acting up like it's their hood. Hashtag Dykeman is not the same." Someone will also respond stating, quote, "I don't know why it seems like these ninjas out here think they bulletproof because they got street cred. If bro was humble, he would have been here today."
You gonna let them bitches go? You heard? I need everybody to hit one more last vibe before we do it, you heard? 1, 2, 3, vibe!
You're gonna be okay. Love you, man.
Y'all love all of y'all for coming in, and I know y'all love my brother love y'all niggas too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm standing here and I see a lot of niggas that not me, a lot of niggas that knew Brian.
Hello.
Already know. You know.
Josh.
Hey, yo, Brian Scott.
Everybody here knew Brian, bro. Everybody here knew Brian, bro. Everybody, it might not be nigga sauce, he might be out here doing what he need to do. But everybody here who know Brian know that nigga was a softie. He was mad sensitive, he was mad funny.
Right.
He always gonna be that, man. He always gonna be that. From our family, y'all, man, we appreciate y'all coming in, man. I don't know, bro. It's not really a lot I can say, bro. Not I can say, I took my shit down, but people been telling me, showing me a lot of footage, a lot of, memories. It's good to see that everybody got their own little memory with them, their own little moments. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all niggas, man.
We love you,
Now, just off of pure observation, it seemed like this wasn't a random shooting at all. Whoever did it was not only familiar with Esco, but made him a target. Could have been an op, or maybe someone around who was already intoxicated or had other substances in their system, and maybe a dispute got out of hand. Not sure, but it's kind of hard to believe that he was surrounded by friends and family and was able to be the only one shot and unalive while no one said or did anything or even witnessed what happened. Not only that, but one thing I could say is this: whenever people are partying until late at night like that and liquor is in the mix, it's never a good outcome. And judging from what was said, it's a good chance that a dispute happened, things got out of hand, and Esco was shot and unalive. Literally that simple. And on another note, we would be lying if we did say that Esco was an angel. At the time of his death, actually, he had came home not too long ago after completing 3 years of a 6-year sentence and was released out on parole due to a criminal possession of a weapon charge. He went in on August of 2023 and was eligible to be released on parole back in April of 2025, where he would be allowed to serve the rest of his time out on parole. Now, another thing we have to look at here is that I'm not sure how his parole is set up, but I know usually they have a curfew where you're not supposed to be out so late. Usually you can't pass 7 or 9, and your PO lets you know that you can't be outside past those times. Sometimes you can ask your PO to allow you on certain occasions like holidays or birthdays, but it's totally up to them. They can still say no. Now, I'm not sure if he got permission or not, but honestly, that curfew would have actually saved Esco's life in this case if he was home and not out at the time that he was. But it's just crazy how someone could go from celebrating life to losing it all within hours of each other. Could you imagine getting unalive on your birthday? In fact, here's Esco celebrating his birthday last year in 2025, not knowing that the next one would be his last.
Crack baby, mama she was in the streets, so guess who raised me? You motherfucking right, couldn't get it from my bottom to bottom.
Black boys in the building, shout to my nigga Esco. Happy birthday, shut the whole club down.
You already know.
Ran out of bottles.
Right.
All the bottles. Matter of fact, turn the camera around so they can see you, nigga.
Baby,
It's your birthday, nigga. It's over. It's done. You heard? Look, bring it back over here. They ran out of bottles. I promise you on guard, nigga.
Alright. Y'all niggas already know. Y'all niggas know the vibes, nigga. Know the vibes.
Now, I see a lot of people saying that it's New York and they thought guns were banned and there's a lot of surveillance, so how is shootings happening? Let me tell y'all something. The government could ban guns all they want, but the problem is the people doing the crimes are the people that got the guns illegally in the first place. So banning guns will only disarm the people who would like to go out and acquire them the right way while the bad guys still have them. See what I'm saying? And as far as all the surveillance, it just looked good. I'm more convinced the surveillance is solely used for whatever the police want it to be used for, which is usually just to spy on you and I, or however it may be a convenience to them. Because it never works out in our favor, and it only is beneficial when they need it. With with all that being said, y'all, rest in peace to Esco, aka Pizza Man. If y'all have any information and care to share it, please do so. But in the meantime, my condolences go out to the family. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.
My skeletons falling out my closet, trying to fall back from my shadow, but ain't no way around that. Had to be distant with my bros, I had to fall back from these hoes. I'm surrounded by the love, but I like to be alone. Voices in my head, I swear they still won't leave me alone. They tell me spin, go get the dog, go get your mask, go take a risk, make a flip, then blow that fast. Can take my pizza to the grave, take my secrets to the grave. If you read my diary, so my pages fill with pain.
He's in the text, it ain't no stalling. Nah. Yo, Trey, I'm telling you, she know I got it. Back shots, I do it slow from the front, I do it faster. Her body's calling for me. I be feeling like I'm wheezy, 500 degrees. I can hit her, she calling me, but I can make no promises, cause don't want to be broken. Such a feeling, girl, get caught inside this moment, inside this. Baby girl, I gotta go, don't see this. Bro just called me on the phone, he told me that he got a plan, he got the music and I'm